And welcome back to another episode of The Scoreboard Never Lies. I'm Joe Staszak, founder of Epic Swagger. Just 67 days until Memorial Day weekend. Today I want to talk about something that cuts through all the nonsense in the fitness world, all the supplements, all the gimmicks, all the Instagram hacks. But at the end of the day, there is one thing that tells the truth. Thank God. The scoreboard. And in this program, your body is the scoreboard. In life, your body is the scoreboard. Doesn't care about your excuses, doesn't care about your sense of entitlement, doesn't care about what you think you know, and it definitely doesn't care about the shortcuts you come up with and rationalize in your own head. Your body is the ultimate truth teller. It doesn't have a mind of its own. It simply reflects the program that you run. It doesn't think, it just reacts and does exactly what you tell it to do. What you eat, how you train, how consistent you are. And if you lie to yourself about those things, your body will rat you out immediately. Talk about accountability. The scoreboard never lies. Now, let's talk about aesthetics. Looking good is not vanity. I know some people try to downplay, maybe even not put their best foot forward or do the things that might make them look their best because they think they're being narcissistic or vain. First of all, it's okay to be vain. God gave you a body. God gave you a presence. Do something with it. Be the best you can be and take it to the highest level you can. Now, let me say something that people might not like. I believe in looking your best, feeling your best, and performing your best because it's really hard to perform at a high level in life when you feel like garbage. It's hard to show up strong in your relationships. It's hard to bring energy to work. It's hard to lead when you feel sluggish, weak, and uncomfortable in your own skin. You know what that's like. Go on a binge for about 4 days. Just eat junk, lots of sugar, lots of carbs, processed food. You're going to feel like ass. You're going to perform like ass. Some people, they say they don't care what they look like. That's fine. If you truly don't care what you look like, this podcast isn't for you. And that's okay. We don't judge here. Do what you want. I am here to help people who do care what they look like. If you want to feel confident when you walk into a room, if you want to know what it feels like to take your shirt off at the pool and not immediately reach for your towel, or you see some people go in the water with their t-shirts on or in the ocean. If you want to feel powerful in your own body, then listen up, because getting into elite shape isn't complicated, but it does require something most people avoid: total commitment, AKA desire. So let's talk about 5 steps here. You can write these down. These are kind of action items, and I usually give action items. So you can take this with you. But first and foremost, stop looking for a magic pill. There are no magic pills. There are no shortcuts. Stop looking for the hacks. Spend your time executing a plan instead of looking and searching for the perfect one. People jump from diet to diet to diet. Keto this month. Intermittent fasting next month, juice cleanse after that. And for 10 years, they lose the same 10 pounds and then gain them back over and over and over again. It's like Groundhog Day. I had a guy message me recently, 6 feet tall, 250 pounds. He said he hadn't had energy in years. And he asked me if there was something he could take to fix it. There's that word, take. That's the mindset. Take. Everyone wants to take instead of become something or give. Getting into elite shape, getting to a place that is extremely hard to do, it takes a lot of work. You have to give, you have to work. It's not something you take. Again, magic pill syndrome. Ain't happening. There are no shortcuts. People start talking about testosterone injections, hormone therapy, supplements. Here's the reality. If you're overweight and eating garbage and not training, injecting testosterone isn't suddenly going to make you a champion. Everything works together in concert. Nutrition, training, recovery, most importantly, consistency. There is no shortcut around those things. So step 1 is simple. Decide that you're all in. First and foremost, what's your why? Figure out what your why is and decide if you're going to go all in or not. Because if you're not all in, then you're all out. There's no halfways. No hacks, no shortcuts, just commitment, total commitment. Step 2. Lift weights like a savage, like an animal. Because the second step is strength training. 3 to 4 days per week, that's it. 3 to 4 days per week, 45 minutes per day. That's 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. Not 6 days, not 7 days, 3 to 4. Why? Because if you start with an insane training schedule, you'll burn out, you'll get hurt. Consistency beats intensity. I've been training for decades. Some weeks I train 5 times. I like to throw in an additional optional lift. It's really not optional for me. I do arms on an extra day at home usually because I have weights at home. Some weeks I train 3, but I always show up and I focus on the big compound lifts. That's where you build the muscles. The big compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, presses, chin-ups. Those movements build real muscle. If your workout's just a bunch of circuits with no rest, jumping from station to station to station, trying to sweat as much as possible, you might lose some weight, but you're not building the kind of muscle that creates a powerful physique. And if you're like me, it's not just about losing weight. It's about losing fat and building muscle. That's what the whole program's about. First, we strip you down, then we put it back on. You want to look like someone who actually trains, I would think. Of course, when we do have a meeting and we discuss what you want to look like, you don't have to look like what we think you should look like. You can tell us what you want to look like and we'll take you there. But it's okay to look dangerous, not like a skinny stick figure, but maybe that's what you want to look like. It's okay. We don't judge. That's your call. Step 3, let's talk about cardio. We don't promote cardio, but if you happen to like cardio and do cardio and like your Peloton, we don't tell you not to do something that you really like. If you like the treadmill, again, if you like my mind's blank, I have one downstairs. The elliptical trainer, yeah. Because a lot of people do those things and they burn some calories, maybe 450, 500, and then they'll eat like a snack afterwards, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and they gain it all back, 600 calories. If you're gonna do cardio, sprint. Do sprints, intermittent sprints. Those are what's gonna burn you calories. It's gonna burn you fat. Do stairs, things like that. But repetitive, long-term, not gonna be effective. You're gonna gain it all back. Might make you feel good in the interim. You'll sweat, blah, 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 but we don't recommend it. Now, let's talk about nutrition. This is where people start arguing because every person with an elite physique understands one basic truth. The calories do matter. You can do keto, you can do paleo, you can eat organic. But if you don't understand your calorie balance, you're guessing. It's called intuitive eating. You're not in control. A simple starting point. Take your body weight, multiply it by 10. That's your calorie starting point. Then set your protein based on your goal weight. 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal weight. If your goal was to weigh 180 pounds, 180 grams of protein per day. Then fill the rest of your calories with fats and carbohydrates. 20 to 40% from fat, the rest from carb. Is it perfect? No, but it's a structure. And we tweak. We see what's working, we see what's not working. But really, fat loss, weight loss is about a calorie reduction, and it's about getting your steps in. We recommend walking. It's easier on your body, your joints, your knees, 10,000 to 12,000 steps a day. You carry a little counter around with you. And that's what you do. You do the steps, you track your food, you lift 3 to 4 times a week. That's basically it. Step number 5, start now. Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, now. This is the one that matters most. Now, not Monday, not next month, not after the holidays, not after a bingeful weekend. Stop worrying about all the time you wasted. You can't do anything about the past. I always talk about eyes downfield, eyes downfield, eyes downfield. Don't look back. You can only look forward. What you did, you've done, learn from it. Because whether it takes 12 weeks or 12 years, if you stay consistent, you will win. The reason most people never transform isn't genetics, it isn't metabolism, it's not age, it's quitting. People start strong, then life gets busy and maybe the program becomes a little inconvenient. They have kids, they change jobs, they get tired, they find all the excuses in the world and they slowly stop. But the people with physiques that everyone admires, they've been doing this 10, 15, 20 years. Not perfectly, but consistently. It's called the infinite game. And here's the final truth. Fitness is an infinite game. There is no finish line. You can set short-term goals, maybe a photo shoot, maybe a summer beach goal. But after that, you're still training, you're still showing up, you're still improving, you're still staying consistent, you're still grinding. Excellence is a grind. And it's boring, but that's what champions do. It just becomes who they are. They don't have to think about it. And the motto is, Nike's motto, just do it. The motto around here is do it anyway. Okay, I have this, and these other things that might impede with my fitness. Yeah, guess what? Do it anyway. You don't feel like doing it. You're not feeling well. Do it anyway. You're going to have to do it anyway, eventually. After all that, eventually something powerful happens. It becomes something you just do. It's who you are. You are someone who trains, someone who takes care of their body, someone who shows up. And when that happens, confidence changes. Your energy changes. Your magnetism changes. Your presence changes. Everything about how you walk through life changes. It's the real swagger. And when someone sees you at the pool, when you take your shirt off and ask what you do, they think you must have some kind of superhuman discipline. But the truth is simpler than that. You just kept going. When everyone else quit, you stayed consistent. Eventually, Scoreboard bears the truth. That's why I can never understand why people, guys on the field, trash talk each other and blah, 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 especially after the game. Look, there's only one truth. Look at the scoreboard. That will tell the story, and it doesn't lie. The scoreboard never lies. If you like this episode, please share it around, subscribe, and leave a 5-star rating. Every Monday, a new episode gets dropped. Very much appreciate everyone who took the time to listen up. Just 67 days to Memorial Day weekend, people. How bad do you want it? Just remember, pain is temporary, but championships are forever. I'll see you next time.